email address, and they uploaded the file, right? What I want to know is the person's logged in to that particular course. Is there any way of automating the email capture and the name capture rather than having them type in their name again and their email address again? And I know somebody came back and said use assessments, but assessments are not what I want.
Okay, got it. So yeah, it actually basically the thing that we embed into the course area is form. And for the form to be successfully submitted, it actually requires any like basic contact information. So it could be a phone or it could be a number. So when you want to, so it could be like either of the two. So you need to like try to like put any contact info that you can into the field. So it could be phone, it could be number. You can get rid of the name, but it actually requires to have like any of the phone and number. So you can actually see which person is the form submission coming from.
Yeah,
So,
I just thought given that they were logged into the course, they were using the system. I thought there might be an automatic way of just capturing who it was that was submitting the form. If there isn't, that's okay.
Yeah, definitely, because it needs to like know that where which person this form submission is coming from. So yeah. And also since we're already yep.
That's why I thought, given that the person is they're on the course, they're actually in Tekmatix using my course.
Yeah.
The system know who it was that was logged on and I could catch that automatically.
Yeah, because basically it's a form and it's not like inside the Tekmatix course area. So we need to require more stuff.
That's fine. Thanks, Nat. No problem. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And give me 1 second. Let me just record this call. So let me just share my screen. Just making sure I got the right screen shared. Giselle, can you please record the call on your end? Yeah, I think you're good. Yeah, thank you. Okay. So any other questions coming from other people? Hang on. I think Lauren sent something. Give me 1 sec. Let me just go over through here. Okay. With free products, if you create a funnel, need to create a product in the payment section, right? You have to put okay. With free products, we can actually like discuss free products right now. But you don't actually need to create a product for it. So because basically it's a it's a free lead magnet, it's a free course. So what we can do is maybe just create a opt-in form into your funnel pages instead of using an order form. So basically, we don't need to like deal with any payments. You can do workflows to give like a person access to the course. So I'll just give you a quick demo on that one after like maybe a minute. Let me just can you sign my post to the CR? Hello, Angela. Can you please specify the to CRM creation marketing? Give me 1 sec. Hello, Angela. Can you please specify the CRM creation?
Hi. Yeah. So
sorry, I think you're muted. Okay.
Sorry. Hi. Yeah, I just wanted to find out if there's a video on how to create a very basic CRM so that I can actually create one and then build into it, so that as I'm actually coming across people, I can actually put them straight into that and then navigate how I actually want it to look.
Okay, yeah, for sure. So we will cover it today too. We will like discuss some of the basic information with the custom fields found in the client records. Like as you can see in here, so you will have like an insights on how it works and for you to organize what you see onto the client records. So with like people getting people inside your Tekmatix account, there's actually like several ways to do it. One would be directly importing your client record or contact record via maybe CSV and directly import it into your contact list. So here, this is basically the contact list we have inside Tekmatix. So you will see this different icons on top, right? So here to the last one, it says import contacts. So this is an option for you if you have maybe an existing like contact list coming from a different CRM or maybe on your Google Sheet and stuff like that. You can just directly import it here into your Tekmatix account. So it should be in CSV. And what you need to do is to map the field with like, the first name, the full name and stuff like that. Sorry, but I don't have the dummy record for like, the opt-in, but it will be like
Okay.
pretty straightforward with the importing. And the other thing with like growing your contact list inside Tekmatix is to have an opt-in form. Opt-in form can be a form, in any form of a form, a survey, and a calendar. So that's basically three of the basic opt-in that we have inside Tekmatix. So when people actually sign up for a form with the Tekmatix form, it will automatically added as a contact into your Tekmatix account. When someone book in a call with you via calendar, they will be automatically added as a contact in your Tekmatix account. And when someone submitted a survey, they will be automatically added as a contact in your Tekmatix account. So what? Yep.
Yes, and so what if I wanted to just add somebody independently in terms of creating
Okay.
my own database, if you see what I mean, with my own fields from
Okay.
scratch?
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, you mean you want to like gather people first, or you just manually like input people into the system?
Yeah, to manually put people into the system. So somebody's contacted me via a social media platform and we're just having a talk, then I can
Okay.
actually
Yeah, for sure. So this is actually a good thing with like when you integrate your Facebook page into the integration, all of the message that you get from your Facebook page will be automatically dragged across the Tekmatix. And also it will like create a contact.
the reason for asking, because most of my contacts aren't coming from Facebook, some are, but they might be coming from LinkedIn, and so it's
Okay.
kind of separate.
Yeah. So in that case, what you can do is you see this like button on the top, like in the left hand side. Click on that one, and this is where you can add a contact. So basically, this is how it looks like, and you can just like fill in all the necessary info. Just make sure you got either an email or a phone for the contact to be created inside your account. So that's the main requirements. Yep.
And then can I actually add fields to that to capture other unique pieces of information?
Yeah, definitely. Hang on. So for example, let me just get my test account in here. So right now, this is how it looks like. It has three main fields: the contact, the general info, and the additional info. So for example, you need to create another field. It will be added in the additional info, or we can actually like create another folder for that one. So I'll show you step by step on how to do it in a bit. But basically, you can add another info in here where you can like maybe like personalize it into how you want to organize your client record.
Fantastic.
So yeah.
Okay.
So does that answer your questions?
Yeah, and so you're gonna show me how to do that, you say?
Yeah, definitely. That's basically what we'll talk about today. Yeah.
Okay,
Any
thank
other?
you.
Yep. So anyone, do you have like any questions before we could formally start? Yeah, I think we're all good with that. So let me just open this chart right here to keep track with everything. So let's go with the free access from Lauren. This is actually one of the way to create a like a free offer course. Is it a course, Lauren, or is it a PDF, an ebook, maybe?
It's an e-guide, so it'll be a PDF. Thank
A
you.
PDF. Okay, perfect. So you need something to like gather the information coming from that, right? So basically, the main thing that you need to do is create a funnel with like a form to capture everything, like the information, the email, the names, and stuff like that, and also workflow. So that's basically the two steps that you need to do. So let's start with that one. So let's start, for example, yep. So our free lead magnet this time would be a free PDF or maybe a free ebook. So what you can actually do is here into sites and courses, let me just find any like basic landing page I can find in here. Let's have, for example, this one, creative.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll just use the photography one. Before that, what you need to do first is go to forms.
Well, yeah, I've got to be back.
Create the form that you want. Hang on, let me just try to.
Okay, so I've created
Okay. I'll try.
It's running a little bit late.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry. Yeah, is someone talking? Hang on, sorry. Yep, sorry for that. Sorry to cut you off. Was someone talking?
That's all right. Yeah, I was just going to say, so I've done the funnel and I've added
Okay.
a form in it. How do I connect, like with the form, is there a way of how to get them into the workflow? Do you see what I mean? Like a tag or something? I'm not sure how to do that. That makes
It
sense.
could be the form submission. So let's go step by step first. So
Cool,
let's have
okay.
for example, yeah. So the first thing that we need to do is create a form to catch all the info, right? So I'll go to sites and courses, forms, form builder, and this is where you're going to create the form. So in here, let's start, for example, maybe I'll just use the lead magnet one as my form. So you can actually like create forms on your end with different fields that you want to require. But for me, I'll just requiring first name and email. So let's just stick with this one. So yeah, so let's have, for example, this is a form, right? And what I need to do is go back to my funnels and go to the landing page that I want to use. So give me one sec. I'll just go to creatives. And then let's have, for example, this is the landing page that I want. So to actually gather information, we need to put our form in here. So let's just wait for that one to load. And then in here, yeah. So for example, you can put your form either on a pop-up or maybe just the form laid out into the page. But for now, let's just do pop-up. So let's have, for example, this button right here will be leading to a pop-up. Maybe let's name it get your copy now. Just for the demo, copy now. And when someone click on it, I will just adjust the action into open a pop-up. So when someone click on it, the pop-up will appear and I will have the form into the pop-up. And after that one, since this is already redirecting to the pop-up, what you need to do is click on the pop-up icon right here on the top left. Click on that. And this is basically your pop-up. So what you can do with your pop-up, you can add different rows, different elements. Yeah, sorry for the feedback. Okay, we're good. So yeah, so I just added a row into the pop-up. What I need to do next is add a text in here just for like, the title and stuff like that. So maybe get your copy here, your copy here. So let me just keep that bold. And then I'll add another element and that would be the form. So this is the main trigger of our workflow. And this is where we gather all the information from like different people. So yeah, and here I'll just choose lead magnet one since this is what I want to use. And yeah, so that's it. So that's your form. So when I hover to this like element, you can create different actions for this one. So you can either redirect them to the next page or maybe redirect them to the PDF so they will automatically download it. So yeah, so let me just close this one down and click save. So we already like added the like form into the page, right? So what you need to do next is get your PDF. So your PDF can be you can either like send your PDF via email. So when people like sign up for this specific form, for example, they filled out this form, you will send them an email with maybe a button in there. When they click on it, they will be able to download the PDF, right? So that's an option for you. Or you can actually just directly like put the PDF link in here. So when people click on submit, they will like auto download the PDF. So if that's what you want, Lauren, or you wanted to send via email?
I was going to do it via email, but if you were to do it via a link, what would you use, like Dropbox or something like that, or is there somewhere in the system we can do that?
This is actually a trick for you. You can either upload the PDF or ebook onto give me one sec. Let me just see if I can find it in here. Sites and courses and then media. You can upload your ebook in here. But
Oh,
if you can't, like, if you can download it maybe somewhere, this is a trick for you. You can just like copy the like Google Drive link coming from that specific ebook. And what you can do is type in Google Drive. Hang on. Google Drive direct link download. So this is what I do. Let me wait for that one. And yeah, so basically click on this one. I'll send this link to the chat so you can try to check this out. This is actually very helpful. So yeah, So this is where you can convert your Google Drive link into a downloadable link. So when people click on that specific link, it will auto download into their phones, into their computers, and stuff like that. So I sent the link into the chat if you want to check it out. So yeah, so what you can do is maybe let me try to get a Google Drive link on my end. Let me just what it requires is just put the visibility or the privacy like settings of your Google Drive file into anyone. So let me just give you a demo. I'll try to switch over. Give me one sec. Okay. Google Drive link for Nat. And then let's try to do it this way. Let me just drag it across and let's go to Drive.
So
This
Nat,
is
can you use these links in Facebook and things like that? You can create a link and then use these ones. Will they show up?
You mean putting it on your like Facebook bio? Is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, definitely it works. So it's an auto like download. So when people click on that like specific link, it will automatically download the file. So
And
say for
even-
example,
Can
yeah.
you even do it in posts on Facebook?
I think I think that would be possible with Facebook.
Mm,
But if
that-
you want to do it directly, you can do it. But you can definitely, if you want to like, gather info instead of like just giving away free stuff, maybe you can just like put your maybe funnel link into your Facebook account. So you can, while giving away free stuff, you are like giving contact, like getting contact information. So you're slowly building your list.
okay,
So,
cool.
yeah. So for example, I'll just use an image because I can see a PDF in here. Let me just use my signature in here. So let me just drag it here. I'll just show you the basic and how to do it. So I'll just do image because I can do like, So what you can do first is make sure to pick do it like anyone with the link and then put it as the editor, copy the link. Let me just close this one down. Go here, paste that, and then create a direct link. And this is basically the output link. So when I copy this link, you can either put it on your like email as a button, or you can actually redirect the form into here. So let me just paste it here. As you can see, it automatically downloads here below. You see that? So that's how it works. So you can do it on PDF, ebooks, you can do it in images or whatever file that you want.
That's
And
brilliant.
then,
Thank you.
yep. So let's try it, for example. Instead of like using the email as auto deliverability, you can actually like create like welcome sequence onto your email when someone opt in. But for me, when someone click on submit, I want them to like download the PDF automatically. So for example, when I hover to this form, here to the left-hand side, I will change the button actions into website URL, and I'll paste the ebook link in here. So yeah, so when someone click on submit, they will automatically download the ebook that I have in here and then click save. So that's it with like, you can directly like send them like copy of your ebook. And the next, and another option for you, let me just close this one down.
Nat, could you use a bit.ly link in there as well to shorten it?
Yeah, definitely. You can shorten it with a bit.ly link. You can do it. And you can also do a URL redirect inside Tekmatix if you want. So yeah, so that's an option for you. And yeah, so let me just rename it so I can keep track of the test that I've did. Let me try to go settings and demo. Let's do 124 for today. Oh yeah. So let's do it this way. And then let me just link a domain in here, click save just to make it work. And yeah, so basically this is my link. So when I copy that one, I'll just paste it here. This is basically the funnel page that we created. So let's just wait for that one to load. And then this is the button that we added. When I click on it, this pop-up will show up. When I fill it in, it will automatically download the PDF. But before we go to that, let me set up the workflow first. So here onto automated workflows, what you can do is, so let's start from scratch completely so you can try to follow. So what I'll do is click on create workflow, click on that one. And then after that one, click on start from scratch. After clicking from start from scratch, you need to click again to create new workflow. So that's how you do it. And it's here. So basically we want to capture like people information, right? That's why we put like a form into our page. So what you can do as the trigger for your workflow is to add the form in here. So this box right here will be the trigger for the whole workflow that you have. And all the stuff that you will see here below will be the actions. So the actions can be when you add a tag, when you like send an email, when you send a text, stuff like that. So let's have, for example, let me just rename it. You can rename the workflow by clicking on the top like numbers and digits in here. I'll just delete this one and maybe I'll call it demo 12423. So let's just do it that way. And the main trigger for this one, since we want to like send an email for someone who submitted a form, is form. So onto the trigger, I'll find form in here, form submitted. And then what I need to do next is add filter. Onto the drop down, I'll click on form is, and then I'll specify which form it is. So what we did earlier is we decided to use lead magnet 1, right? So I'll just choose lead magnet 1. So you can like customize it into whatever form you have. And in here, I usually like rename it just to keep track on whatever form I have in here. So maybe when lead magnet 1 form is submitted. One form is submitted. So let's just do it that way. And then save trigger. So that's basically the main trigger that we have. It will definitely like fire off all of the actions under this workflow. So what you can do next is maybe you can actually provide auto deliverability. So maybe I can put in send email in here. Send email. And then from here, this is where you can like specify into your from name. So I'll just do it this. Oh no. Oh yeah, can do it that way. I'll just do account name. This is custom values, but you can definitely just put in your name. The account name is basically what you put into your business details. So let me just switch file in here. So the custom values location name is basically the name you have in here. So if you set up your friendly business name like correctly, you can just do custom values from time to time. So you won't like, type from time to time. And then from email, I'll just choose account and then email. So the same thing, it's the email you put in here. So that's it. And then let me go back in here. I'll add a subject, maybe welcome to Tekmatix. Let's just do it this way. Yep. And then you can either just put the like email details in here. Let's have, for example, hello, and then I'll put that's a dot. Okay. Hello, custom values, contact first name is the student first name. So that's a custom values for the student first name. And then what I'll do next is maybe here's your free copy of the ebook. Click here to download. Download, and then love Nat. So I can do it this way just to like, keep it short and simple. And then what I'll do is you can actually just like highlight here. Oh, I'll just do like click here to download, highlight everything and hyperlink it. So what you can do is highlight everything in here. Click on this chain icon right here. You see this? Click on that and paste the URL with the like downloadable link we have. So let me see if that's not the one. Let me just copy it again. Copy it. Oh, yeah. paste it here. And yeah, so basically that's already hyperlink. So when people click on it, they will be automatically download the, like, the PDF or the ebook, and then click save. So that's basically how you can like send an email with them via workflow. Or if you don't want to have this type of workflow, what you can do is go to marketing and emails, email builder in here, and create a pretty email which have like, the different elements like images, videos, buttons, and stuff like that. So let's have, for example, in master template email, let's use this one. And then I won't get rid of this email just for the sample. So I'll do send email again. So you can see how it looks like on the front end. Let me just save it. Back with this email, what I can do is, so for example, we have all this like necessary info, right? Maybe it could be like, well, your welcome email or whatever. And then into the buttons, what I can do is click on that one. I'll just maybe download your free ebook here. And then in here, the actions could be file. You can directly like upload your file in here. But if you want to have that auto, like, auto download, what you can do is change it into URL and then paste it there. So that's it. And then click save. Just to just like remember what's the title of your email so we can add it to the workflow. You can click on the three dots, click on settings, and make sure you update all the info in here. So for example, maybe here's your free ebook. Yep, let's do it that way. And then save. And then onto the workflows, click on send email again. And instead of typing all the stuff in here, what you can do is go to template and look for the specific email template you just created. So for me, it's auto res number 2, which is basically this one. So it's not like, it haven't updated yet because I actually need to like, reload this workflow. So yeah, and save action, and that's it. So that's your email. And you can actually like add different steps in here. Like for example, you want to add a specific tag for that specific student that submitted this form. So what you can do, look for tag in here, this one. So basically this one, this is the action that triggers a tag added for a person that submitted a form. Click on add contact tag and select a specific tag that you want to add. Maybe I'll do ebook. Do we have an ebook tag in here? Yeah, let's just do Facebook ads. So when someone submitted a form, I want to tag them as Facebook ads, save action, and then you can add them to the customer journey if you want. And you can actually set up a notification, so you will receive a notification when someone submitted a form. So what you can do with that is click on send internal notification to send an email to yourself that you have a new submission for the specific landing page or form. So type of notification can be email, notification, or SMS. Let's do email for now. And maybe the from name, it could be the same thing, account name. From email would be account email, and then lead magnet 1 submitted, and then I'll just specify on the name. So this is what I usually do with internal notification. I'll put in name, and then custom values, contact, full name. So basically what it will show into your email that you will receive, it will be like name and the name of the student that submitted the form. So that's how it looks like. And then the next thing would be email, and then custom values, contact, email. So that's how you do it. Save action. Pick a user. I'll just do maybe a particular user, and then I'll put in Giselle in here. So Giselle will be notified if someone submitted this form. And after everything, after you're all done with this stuff, what you need to do is make sure to put it on publish and then click save. So that's how you do it. So let me just read some of the chat in here. Anyone to view, not edit. I know this is students upload multiple files to a form. I think form can upload can allow, I think, up to 5 files in there. I will need to check after this one, Dave. If you share it in the social, you won't collect the email.
Sorry, Nat, they were relevant at the time somebody was speaking. They don't make sense now.
Okay. Can you size image fields in the form? Okay. Via Tekmatix. Okay, so I'll show you how to do it in a sec, Dave. So yeah. So
Can
any
I quickly just ask you? Can I quickly ask you? You know, when you were generating a link to share for your Google Drive, and I was saying make sure that it's just on view, not edit, lol. And then you changed it from view to edit. Why would we be wanting to share with our customers?
it will actually
Um,
it will be downloaded as a PDF. So if you want it to be on view, yeah. So it's not like a Google Drive where they can edit and stuff like that. It will be automatically downloaded as a PDF. So
Great,
it's not,
that makes
yeah,
sense.
it's not like an open share file and stuff like that.
I was thinking.
Yeah. So
Okay.
anyone who have any particular questions with the free stuff that you can send out? Do you only use
I
Google
have
Drive?
one, not specific, I had one about, you know, when you're sending automated emails and you get via Tekmatix attached to the address that it's come from. Is it possible to turn that off?
Okay, hang on. Yeah, we can discuss with that one in a bit.
Okay.
Do you use Google Drive generator with files on your Google Drive? Yeah, if you want to share a Google Drive, I mean, if you want to like, just directly use your Google Drive, you can do this Google Drive direct link generator. But you can definitely just use this, as you can see here, onto the buttons. You have an option to upload a file. So instead of using a URL as an action, switch into a file and upload your file in here. Let me just replace and then upload your file from your like media and attach it to your email. So you can do it that way. You have like different options to do it. So yeah. So going back with the questions from Dave, give me one sec. So with the form, this is actually a what I usually do, Dave, with the like putting image into the form, right? Because I know you've been encountering that it will look too big into like the form. So what I usually do is create a like maybe create a banner from Canva. The usual size that I use is an email banner. So you can look for email banner that you can attach. Let me check if I have an actual Canva email banner in here. Give me one sec. So like for like all the tests that I did, I realized that an email banner size fits best with the form. So
Okay,
let
and
me,
that's a template in Canva, is it?
yeah, definitely. So
That's great.
you can just like put your like logo as an email like email banner, put it in the center,
Yeah.
put a background color and stuff like that. So that's how you do
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
And with the upload, we can discuss with the client records, right? So I'll just like hop on with the like upload in a bit. So here
Okay.
into the contacts, this is basically the contact, like the CRM side of Tekmatix that you can like make use. So basically, this is the basic elements of the client records we have. So when I click on my test account, you will see all this basic info, right? So let me just collapse the contact, general info, additional info, tags. Let me just collapse everything so we can see it clearly. Tags, opportunities, and yeah, so basically, yep. So here onto the left-hand side, you will see all the like basic like standard fields that we have at Tekmatix. Under contacts, it's basically just a contact info with like phone, emails, like names and stuff like that. Let me just collapse it again. On general info, you can find the address and other like geo stuff in here. Collapse it again. And additional info, this is where any like maybe miscellaneous type of field that you can add into the general additional info. But we can definitely like organize it. So we'll work on organizing it today. So let me just collapse it. After that one, these are the actions you can find in here onto the client record. So you have the option to view all the tags associated with a specific contact. And you can either like create, like add a tag directly from here. So is that, for example, for this contact, I want to add a student tag. Let's see if we have a student tag in here. Let's just do anything. Clients. want to add client. And if you want to remove a specific tag for a for a contact, you can just click on this like cross icon. So that's how you can edit it or delete it. Aside from that, with the tags, we also have the workflows in here where you can see any specific workflow that the person is currently enrolled, or the past workflow that the person has been through. So this is an option to you to see which is specific email coming from, and you want to track a send out and stuff like that. And you can actually just directly view the workflow by clicking on this icon right here. See this small icon, click on that one. It will open a new tab, which is basically the specific workflow that you have into the client record. So that's an option for you if you want to play around with that one. And opportunities is basically the client record. So you'll see it here that I don't have an opportunity, but you can definitely add a specific, for example, I want to put this test account into maybe a client. So what I can do, I need to fill this in, put them on a specific pipeline that I want, and put a value in it. So you can also do it on manually in the client record. And then after that one, the offers are basically the courses that they have purchased or they have access to. So you can directly add a course access for that contact directly from here. So in this drop down, you can just click on any courses in here and it will give them access to that course, paid or not paid. So yeah, so you need to be careful with this one.
Okay, might I interrupt you for 1 second? So if I'm migrating my student from Tekmatix into Tekmatix, which we will be doing shortly, that's the area that we need to modify to make sure the students have access to the courses.
Yeah, definitely. But if you want to it's a long process though to create in workflow for that one. But you can definitely create a workflow to book give access to people with a specific course.
But it's via that field.
Yeah, have you tried that?
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
perfect.
I haven't tried it yet, but I will be shortly. Yeah.
Okay, definitely.
Okay.
So that would be helpful. I will create a separated video for that one to
Oh, I really appreciate that. Thank you.
yeah, no worries. So let me just put it on my notes. Give me 1 sec. We just drag it here. Book course upload. Okay, perfect. So let me do it that way. Yep. And then after that one, for example, this specific contact lost its password. What you can do is click on change password. You can either generate a new password by clicking on that button, or you can definitely assign a password for them and click on reset. So that's how you do it. But if you want that specific contact to receive a notification that you reset their password, you can just click on this checkbox and it will automatically send them the new password. So have, for example, I generated a strong password for the student. And when I click on reset password, this is how it shows. So yeah, so it will send them this password reset notification that we reset this password and it will have all the info in here. So that's how you do it. And DNT is basically short for do not disturb. So all the people, when someone unsubscribe to your list or to your emails, all of these channels in here will be marked as red. So it means you can't send emails to them anymore or SMS and stuff like that. So basically that's DND. So yeah. So going back with the custom fields, to go to the actual custom fields where you can edit, add, and organize your custom fields, what you need to do is go to settings here below and then go to custom fields. So here. So basically that one. So as you can see, we have all fields, folder, and deleted fields. Just to keep track if you want to see any deleted fields. But let's focus on the folders. So I need to get rid of this one. Go to contacts and then just see the actual ones. Let's have, for example, this one. So as you can see, the folders in here are contacts, general information, additional info. Exactly the fields that you can actually see in here. Contact, general info, and additional info. So if you want to add another category in here, what you can do is click on add folder. So let's have, for example, I want to have a folder for my client socials. So I can keep track of their maybe username for Facebook, Instagram, and such. I'll click on add folder. maybe social media. I'll name it social media and then click save. And let's just wait for a sec until it will be populated in here. Give me 1 sec. Let me just go back. Now test, and then you will definitely like see it here. It might take time to populate, so let's just wait for that one. So it will definitely like stop create a like categories in here when you create a folder. So if you want to create another category, just click on add folder. And what you can do next when you hover to the all fields, it will show you all the custom fields we have onto the client record. So you can either delete or edit a client record by clicking on this checkbox below the name. For example, top fields, I'll click on that one. Click on bulk actions, and this is where you can edit it. So you can edit it in here, or you can either delete it from here, or you can move it on a specific group. So let's say, for example, I want to move this top fears into the socials with the like field I added earlier. I mean the folder. So what I need to do is click on the drop down and social media, and it will be moved to that specific folder. And when I hover to this folder, you will see that it has like one field in here. So that's basically the field that I just added. When I click on that one, you will see all the fields. It's like, that's inside of the folder. And let's try with the example. Let's have for, yeah. And to actually like add a field, like, the standard field and the custom field, what you need to do is click on add field here on the top right. Click on that. And you have an option to add like a single line. It could be a checkbox, it could be a drop down, it could be a file upload and stuff like that. So let's have a single line option for now, and let's do file upload in a bit. Click on single line. Here to the right hand side, you will see the preview. So it will show you how it looks like. So single line, it looks like this. When you click on multi-line, it will be like same with a single line, but the text box is quite big. So this is for like maybe long explanation type of forms that you want. Text box list, if you want to like create different maybe value. Let's have, for example, what's your meal for the week? Day 1, day 2, day 3, stuff like that. So that's how you do the text box list. Numbers, if you want to collect numbers, like field. Phone would be for phone. Monetary is for like, monies. Drop down single if you want to track down like maybe one response. Multiple people will be allowed to like choose multiple like options in here. Radio, it has like different options in the checkbox. Same thing with the checkbox. So that's how it looks like. Data picker, and this is the file upload. So we'll just work on that one, and also signature. So you can definitely like gather in for signature. So let me click on the single line, click next. And this is how you need.
Nat,
Yep.
can I ask a
Yep.
question? What was the radio?
I
What was
think
that?
it has an option to like add images in there, but it's actually it haven't like played around with because it's too buggy for now. So we don't suggest to use radio for now. So if you want to
Right, okay.
use radio, you can just use checkbox because it's quite similar.
And then could you just go back to that screen where you had the options?
Yeah.
So single line, multiple line, text box, number, phone, monetary. Right, okay.
Do you have like any particular field that you want to test so we can do it now?
Yeah, can we go to text box list?
Oh yeah, for sure. So for example, I'll click next. So what you can do with the text box list, the first thing that you need to fill in is the name, basically the name of the field. So maybe I usually encounter stuff like this. Maybe, what's your meal for the week? Meal for the week. Let's have, for example, this one. And then group, this is where you can add it in a specific group. So you can add it in the contact list. It could be the general info, additional info, or whatever folder that you want. But for me, I'll just add them into maybe contact. So I'll just do it this way. And the label, this is where you're going to like put the label in the left-hand side. So for example, maybe Monday. Let's just do Monday. And people can fill in what they ate on Monday. So that's basically how it works. So you will provide the label and people will respond on the right-hand side of the text box. So that's how it works. So we'll see the preview in it in a bit. So for example, Tuesday, and then they will like provide the answers in here and maybe Sunday. So let's do it that way. And nope,
Oh.
that's not
So
necessary.
this is for our potential clients to fill in.
Yeah, definitely. Or
Mm,
also you, if you want to fill it in. So let me
Right.
just give you an insight. Save. And when I go back to the client record, let me just refresh it to capture all the changes that we made. And aside from that, so for example, let me just get the checkbox just to make sure I won't miss any questions. And in here, so you will see it onto, yeah, so basically this one, because we added it onto the contact, right? So it shows in here. So this is where you can fill in the info. So you can either like make your client fill this in by giving them a link to the form and they can like, fill up and stuff like that. Or you can actually just like interview them by the phone and fill it in by yourself. So that's
Right,
an
okay.
option for you to fill it in. So yeah. So this is
Thank
what
you.
the text box look like. It has like the values in here, and this is where you can put in the input. Yep.
So
So
multiple file uploads, you can use the same technique, create a custom field and have multiple upload areas in that field.
with the file upload, is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think maybe if we want to use the link, but if it's like, the exact file, I think we need to do the file upload, right?
Yeah.
If you just want to do yeah, that would be great, Dave. If you want to do maybe a shared link, it could be a Google Drive link, it could be any cloud link. You can do it this way. But if you want to get the access to a specific file, what you need to do is click on add field. Let's try to test the file upload
Yeah.
just to make sure. Click next. And in here, maybe transformation image. Let's have for example this one. Transformation image, and then contact group. I want to add them into the social media, and then this is where you can enable on whatever file type that you want for people to submit. It could be just an image, it could be a PDF or other stuff, but you can also like select all. And this is where you can allow multiple files. So when you toggle this on, it will give you a file limit in here. I think this is just a number of how many file you can upload. So let me
Oh,
try
that's great.
to.
That's great. I missed
It's
that.
quite
I
small.
missed
I think you haven't seen it because it's
that.
very
That's
small
okay. I
here.
missed it. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's just do 6 and then click save. And then let's go back to the client record. Let's give it a refresh to see how it looks like. No video files. I think video files are too big for like the client record. I suggest you can require maybe a shared like Google Drive link or maybe a cloud link if you want to like get in the video. Yep. So let's just go back just to verify it.
Quick question on that page, the column where it's got the coding in it, where it's clearly coded stuff.
Into the
So
form.
on the screen now, I can see contact.number per week under the white box. So number per week, then it says additional information, and then directly underneath that, across from that, it's got open bracket, contact.number per week, close bracket. Is that generated by the system?
Hang on. Is it in here?
No, the page you were just on,
Okay.
literally. Unique key, is the unique key generated by
yeah.
the system? Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
it will automatically populate with the
Okay.
system. So that's
Thank you.
basically maybe a custom query that we have into our system.
Yeah, and it's part of coding, but I wasn't sure if we
Yeah.
had to come up with that. Okay.
I think you can customize it if you want, but it will automatically
No,
populate.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah. So let's try to check in here. I have nurture workflow with my blog posts, which will release weekly. If I add them to that workflow at the end of the free lead magnet workflow, So you have a nurture workflow with the blog posts you have in there weekly. If you have them to the workflow at the end of the free lead magnet workflow. Um, mm, give me 1 sec. Let me just think of. It actually depends on how you set up your workflow, Lauren. But let me think of the way and how I could probably do it. Give me 1 sec. Maybe if you want to create a workflow, let's have, for example, instead of adding give me 1 sec, let me just read it again. At the end of the feeded magnet workflow, will they start at the beginning? So I think you need to create your workflow for that one. So let's have, for example, the demo 1122 is your like nurture sequence, right? For like maybe your newsletter and stuff like that. So what you can actually do is when someone finish off the whole workflow in here, is you can either like um redirect them to the next workflow that you want them to have access to. So what you can do is look for workflow in here and click on add to workflow. So all of the contacts, once they finish all of the steps in here into this workflow, they will be redirected to the next workflow that you assigned. So some, for example, after that one, I want them to be added to the 124 workflow that I have, and then click save action. So after all of these actions, they will be redirected to the workflow for the second workflow. And what you can do into the second workflow, let me just save this one. So Lauren is asking if I have a nurture workflow with my blog posts, which will release weekly. If I add them to that workflow at the end of the free lead magnet workflow, will they start at the beginning, or there will be a way to get them in enter the part where through a workflow so they will get a newer pre-scheduled emails? Okay. So what you can do with that is maybe keep that the first workflow with that way, where the last action would be redirecting them to the new workflow. And the second workflow would be, let's say for example, this one. Maybe if one, since you are actually like customizing it from time to time, right? Every week. So what you can do is have an email in here. Yeah, that would be weekly. Let me think of the way and how to probably do that. So you can either like, yeah, I think we need to. I will send you an email right after this one, Lauren, with that specific stuff, because I think we
Thank
need to
you.
create like branches for workflow for that one to target a
Okay.
specific date. So yeah. So let me try to play around with the what they call this conditional workflow that we have with targeting specific dates. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I'll get back to you with that one. So let me just put it on my notes. Lauren workflow. Workflow. And then I want to do a landing page so that I can sell either key. What is the best template to suggest? Phone call. What links into my calendar? So if you want to, I haven't really gone through all the website templates. Sorry for that. But let me try to look for any website templates we have in here. Let's just switch over. For the retreat, maybe it could be in wellness. And then for the CTA is a phone call. So for the phone call, Water Lily House, can you please tell me your name? Sorry for that. You can either, if you want to, like, would you want them to book a call with you first, or you will directly call them? So let me just give you an example, because you can definitely like have an option here. Give me 1 sec, because most of the people are now using their phones, right? So you can they can actually like just directly call your phone directly from their phone. So in this button, like for example, this get started, you can actually redirect them to a phone call. So when I click on this button, you will see this button actions on the lower left. Click on that one, and you actually have the option to do call. And then in here, you can put in your number so people can directly call you. So yeah, it will be beneficial if you want to people to like call you directly. But if you don't want to do it that way, you can definitely just redirect them to your booking calendar. So they can book a call with you first, and then yeah, so you won't like, maybe expose your phone number somewhere. So no files video. Yeah, no video files for the file upload, Lorette. Sabine. So maybe we can do let me think of the way. Yeah, shareable like Google Drive links or cloud links. I've created a really detailed form how to share this. Yeah, thank you, Joanna. So yeah, so maybe we can wait for your post to the group, Joanna, with your form. Thank you for that. Um Form and then submit a video like there. Yeah, I suggest for the video file, you can just like ask for maybe a Google Drive link or maybe a cloud link. So it will be like, it will be on a nicer quality and stuff like that. Is a workflow this? Yep.
The question about via Tekmatix on automated emails, is it possible to take that out?
Oh yeah, for sure. Add new image. Hang on. Submit this online to Apple software. Yeah, because I've checked onto our dev team if we can connect our calendars with like, Apple Calendar, and they said that's not possible for now with the restrictions Apple have with different softwares. Yeah. So that's actually an Apple thing. Sorry for that.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I was asking, which calendar platforms would you recommend? Which calendar platforms do work with it, so that I can actually start making use of that function?
We can do Google Outlook and Google Calendar. So yeah.
So Outlook and
Yeah,
Google
Outlook and Google Calendar. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And in here, I think you're asking with the sending domain, Dave, right? So let me just pull out a exact password reset. No, not this one. Give me 1 second. Let me just close this one down. The chat is on the way. Give me 1 sec. It could be maybe this one. So I think you are referring to this one, Dave. When I click on this one, you will see that it's coming from this one, right? Is that right? Oh, sorry, you're actually muted.
Yeah, when I tested the emails, it came out with, it came out via Tekmatix at the end of the email.
Yeah,
from-
via MG.
That's what I'm talking about. You're muted.
Yeah, sorry, because that's basically as a default, people who are using Tekmatix are sending under the like Tekmatix email domain. So that's coming from mg.tekmatix.com. If you
Correct.
can totally like update that one, you need to go to your settings. Here, we are actually working on getting a video for this one. Click on the email service. If you have a domain, you can add a dedicated domain for your specific, domain name. So currently, you can see the default is mgtekmatix.com because you're
Yeah.
under our server. But you can
Yeah.
definitely create a dedicated domain for your emails by clicking on the dedicated domain. And then after that one, the format would be just basically mg.yourdomain.com. So it would be, as you can see, mg.yourdomain.com. When you click on add and verify, it will give you like different records that you need to verify. So let me just give it 1 sec. Let me just pull it up here.
It's just good to know. You can do it separately if you like, and do a video on it or something.
Yeah, definitely. It will be
yeah,
pretty
that's what I did.
straightforward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you for that,
that's
Dave.
Yeah.
So that's how
Thank you.
that's actually the thing that we're missing. Give me 1 sec if I can pull it out here. So do you have like other questions for me regarding
I just have one comment about file uploads, right? Because there could be quite a variety of different file types, and I know you're covering PDFs and so on, and JPEGs. But if you allowed for WinZip files to be uploaded, it means there would be no restriction on the student. So for example, I want students to upload video files and Microsoft project files. Usually WinZip will work for that, you know.
Yeah, because I think video files are too big.
No, video file. Yeah, I'm not talking about video files. I'm talking about other file types. In my particular case, WinZip covers everything, really. You know.
Yeah. Okay. I will try to send a like ticket for that to our dev.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And then thank you for okay. Thank you, Lisa. So any other guys have any questions?
Yeah,
How
I just
about-
one more. I have one
Mm-mm.
more comment about the NUI template.
Yeah, yeah,
I
with
just
the type.
I went back in to have another look at it the other day, and they've actually fixed all the navigation fonts. You can change
Yeah.
it now. I've never told anybody. It might be nice because that's a good story. I've been looking for that for weeks, and nobody
Yeah,
said, "Oh,
definitely.
you know."
That's actually just I think last week that they fixed that one. So we're
Yeah.
still like trying to check on the text.
It looked okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks.
perfect. I want to do a landing page. I can sell 3-day. What is best template? For the best template, I haven't really got to check all of the templates that we have, but you can definitely like look for maybe a storefront. So it actually depends on your preference and how you want your like specific like funnel to look like. For the because basically everything in here is totally customizable with like images, with colors and stuff like that. So I think for the 3-day retreat, you can just have the CTA is a phone call. So maybe let's try to you can check on health and wellness, I think. Let me try to check on my end if I can pull out any particular template that I have. Oh
I
yeah,
was-
with Jay.
I was looking in FunnelsNet instead of websites. Which one do you think the best for a sales letter, basically, going into a call?
When people like click on the specific button, do you want them to directly call you or they will like book a call with you?
Book a call with us into the calendar.
Oh yeah, basically we can have like different template for that one. But basically what you can do, give me one sec. You actually need to like decide on any template that we have in here. I don't have the particular story for that. Give me one sec. Let me just coach.
What's the difference between a funnel and a website? Like,
It's actually there's actually no difference between the two except of how it's laid out, because you can definitely like transform a funnel into a website and a website into a funnel. So what you can do is click on settings and you actually have this option to convert it to a website. It actually has no like big difference. The main difference that I actually see is the funnels are laid out like this, like list type of visuals, and the websites are laid out as different like boxes for the preview. So let me just do it this way. And yeah, so that's actually just the difference that I find. Regarding with the performance, it actually works the same. The SEO rankings are the same and stuff like that. And yeah.
okay, so for a long sales letter, you would use a website rather than a funnel.
Yeah, for me, I will use website.
Okay, thanks.
Yep. I think we're all good with that. Let me just show you
Can I
this
ask a quick
one.
question about the sites and the funnels?
Yeah.
If I've got a WordPress website already, are the templates that you've got there integratable into something that already exists, or are these to create from scratch?
You want to like create a like website in Tekmatix or in WordPress? Sorry for that. Can you please
So I've
repeat again?
already got a website which is WordPress based. So these templates, are they standalone for a Tekmatix
Yeah, it's actually just
Ah.
for Tekmatix alone. Yeah. But you can
Right,
definitely
okay.
like integrate your website with Tekmatix by embedding our form inside your WordPress website. So all of the opt-ins will be integrated automatically to your Tekmatix account. It will create a contact inside your Tekmatix account and stuff like that. So
Right.
yeah. So we'll also create the different like training for that one. But just to give you like quickly on how the dedicated domain looks like, it actually like looks like this. I'll just click on verify, but it will just ask you different like records to add to your DNS. So it's pretty much straightforward. You need to add a text, CNAMEs, and MX. So if any of you guys have any trouble with like creating different like CNAMEs into their Google, I mean their domain server, please email us at support@tekmatix.com. I can jump on a call with you to help you out setting this up. So yeah. So any questions so far?
Yeah,
I
what's
think
the C name?
it's a DNS record. You can add it to your DNS server. So it's just basically an alias or a subdomain.
Right, okay.
So these are required with like creating dedicated domain for your sending domain, but that's not necessary if you want to use just the sending domain from Tekmatix. That's by default. But if you want to create one for yourself and you don't know how to do it, just book a call with me so I can help you out set it up. Yep.
Thank you.
So yeah, no worries. Any questions? Dave, I will send you an email with the Canva and I will try to upload it to the group too.
Oh, there was one more question. I put it in the chat. Could you just confirm workflows? What do you mean by workflows as opposed to sales funnels?
It actually depends on the terms that you've used with the platform that you used before, but stuff like that. But I think sales funnels are the similar with workflow. It's just
they are.
basically the
Okay.
back end of the automations on how you want to automatically do things with your
Yeah.
system. Yeah.
I wasn't
So
sure if it was a different thing, but yeah. Okay. Thank
it's
you.
actually just the terms. Yeah.
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 Thank you.
Thank you, guys. So I think that's it for this session. So if you have any questions, just email us at support@tekmatix.com. Please don't forget that we have free 15-minute support call for our customers. So if you need help with anything, just book a call with us. It's on our services page on our website. So we can hop on a call with you. That's totally for free, no charge at all. Yep. So thank you guys for hopping on a call with me. See you in the next Tech Toolbox.
Thanks, Pat. See ya.
Bye.
See ya.